Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is May 16th, 2018, 6:11 a.m. Alright, start things off. Let's look at our current temperatures for this morning. Pretty mild in the east, all the way up to the northeast. A little chillier when you get to the north states, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. A little cooler in those areas, as we can expect, as we are still in early spring. Semi-early spring. I guess we can call it the first third of spring, give or take. A little cold in the higher elevations by the Rockies, and then moving to the west towards California and the mountains. Also common for this time of year. But pretty mild temperatures, nothing too uncomfortable in Florida as of yet. That will change as the sun gets higher in the sky. Same deal with the east. Now, we do have some spotty storms going on through the U.S., but this video is actually an update on Kilauea Volcano. Now, the Usgs has officially put out a red warning for the actual volcano itself. Now, there have been plumes of smoke coming out of this thing going 12,000 feet up into the air, and they are basically saying that another major eruption is imminent at this point. Now, they are talking about some of the fissures that we've been speaking of. I believe there was a count of 18, possibly 19. Some of those have actually calmed down, while others have actually gotten worse. This is a tweet put out by AccuWeather. The USGS has upgraded Hawaii's Kilauea volcano warning to code red amid more intense activity and ash emissions. So what the main focus is now there in Hawaii, especially for the people, as more evacuations are also going on, are the toxic fumes. And if this thing does blow again, we're talking, they're talking about the size of the matter itself that will be blown up into the air and then out around the people. I believe as of yesterday there were, what do they call it when you have the choice to evacuate? Anyway, maybe someone down below can correct me on that. Some of you love to do that, and I don't mind at all. But anyway, so they are very much worried about this thing blowing its top once again. It has been constantly active, so that's why we have the gases coming out, that's why we have the fissures opening up, but we have not had a major eruption in a long time. I believe the last one was 1924. But here's another article. I just want to show you guys that this is a pretty big deal, especially this morning. A lot of these articles are 10 and 20 minutes old. Hawaii Volcano Eruption live webcam. Watch imminent explosion as USGS issues red alert. Now, the USGS is what's in charge of our earthquake information. Say what you will about them. This is the information we are given. This is what we can use. So this is all we have to go on as of now. These are current earthquakes. I have an app on my tablet that I look at that actually keeps track of up to a week, sometimes even 30 days of movement, and you could see patterns here. We get a grouping of earthquakes here, and then the next day that grouping will be out here sticking out into the ocean, and then we'll get a patch way over here, and fissures have been opening all over this area, and this is a huge area. Even though we all think of Hawaii as a small place, the Big Island is not a small place. The Big Island is fairly big compared to these other islands here, which, you know, you can spend an entire day traveling around these islands and still not see everything. So just because, you know, Hawaii is a small part of the United States out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, there's a lot of space out here, a lot of people. I've been getting some comments, you know, criticizing some of the things I've been saying, even though I'm reading straight from articles, that everyone's peaceful, helping thy neighbor, and we can expect that. We would do the same thing anywhere else in the country if this were going on, but to say the least, there is certainly chaos going on in some of these areas. A lot of people are scared, a lot of people are wondering what's to come, so these evacuations are getting more and more important, especially for people that have the choice to leave. If you live anywhere near any of these volcanoes or these fissures, easier said than done, but, you know, just like we talk about with hurricane season, you know, you want to have a plan, you want to have a place to go if need be. I know there's not many places to go on the Big Island of Hawaii, and I'm sure flights in and out of this place, or at least out rather, are pretty much booked at this point. A lot of people want to get off this island. They don't know what's going to happen. But when you have the USGS actually issuing imminent explosion watches and red warnings, you know that is a big deal. A lot of these articles are fairly new, going back as early as last night. Hawaii volcano, what's the worst case scenario for Kilauea? Worst case scenario is a all-out eruption. And we all know what that stuff does. We've seen eruptions all over the world over the last couple of years that have affected flight paths. We had a major a volcano explode about a year and a half ago, and all they were talking about was how the airplanes just could not fly. So there's article after article after article about these fissures. Again, some of them are not as active as they once were as of 24 hours ago. Some are more active. So this thing's shifting underneath our feet, or underneath their feet rather, and they just don't know where these things are going to open up. I mean, a lot of times I'm watching these press conferences, and all these people are saying is there's nothing we can do. All we can do is help get people out safely and just let nature take its course. I mean, when you're dealing with nature of this type, there really is nothing you can do. I mean, you could, you know, play the movie Volcano and try to line up a bunch of trucks and fire trucks and try to stop some lava, but we all know what that's going to do. It's going to do absolutely nothing. So anyone in the path of any of this stuff, just do what you can to get away, get your family safe. Because we don't know what's going to happen. And again, when you have the USGS issuing warnings like this, it's something to look out for. So anyway, that's what I want to touch base on today. I'm sorry I haven't been with you for the last 2 days. Went to visit our parents, me and Caroline, my girlfriend. We went back where our parents live for the day to go see them. Just had some stuff to handle, so sorry about that, but we are back, and we're getting back on top of the weather, back on top of Hawaii, and all the other world events that we need to know about. And that's about it for now, guys. I will be making a video this afternoon to do the weather update, but I felt this was an important topic to talk about this morning. Any questions or concerns below, or any additional information? A lot of you are on top of this, and I really appreciate the comments you've been leaving. So any bit of information down below that could help anyone on the Big Island, let's talk about it, let's spread it. You don't even have to spread this video. Make your own video. Just spread the information. Go to some of these links. I'll leave some of them in the description box. And we'll talk about this soon, guys. So, again, keep these people in your thoughts, and let's, you know, hope for the best here. All right, guys, have a great morning. Talk to you all this afternoon. Bye-bye.